Hi subscribers, what's poppin'? How are you guys doing? Long time no see. Okay, wait a minute. No, we just spoke not too long ago. But it feels like it's forever when I'm away from you guys, at least like even for a day. For a second, it feels like it's forever when I'm away from you guys. Because you guys are awesome, but I constantly must keep you guys updated. Because ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. There's going to be a lot of people that's going to, hear what I'm saying and take it. And then there's a lot of people that just is not going to resonate with it. And that's fine with me. But the things that I'm telling you guys is true. And I always say test the theory. You can apply it to your life if you don't believe me. Okay? This is real life shit. But we're going to jump right in. I'm not going to hold you guys. Listen, ladies and gentlemen. When you are going to show someone better than you can tell them, all you have to do is what you're supposed to do. And as time passes, you will come out the winner. You do not have to act out really hard, like, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, Nope. Or going to the ultimate extreme to reach your goal. Just do the basics and the universe will carry you right along. Ladies and gentlemen, a lot of time we think that, okay, it's something that I'm working hard towards, or I don't want to be with them no more, so I'm going to do this and that and that. And it's just basically, we just feel like we got to show them right then and there at that moment. No. Do your part. If it's someone abusive that you don't want to be with, cut them off. And you don't have to worry about, well, I wonder if they're going to text me back to realize how good I was and how I want to see them call. The universe is already doing what it do when you cut them off, okay? All you have to do is continuously play your part and watch the stories unravel, because you best to believe they're going to come back to you. And a lot of times, ladies and gentlemen, we feel like we didn't get our revenge, for those of you that are above the actual revenge, but seek to revenge on other people in other types of ways by cutting off your good energy away from these negative, toxic people. You best to believe, ladies and gentlemen, they wishing that they were around you. You got to think of your aura and think of the good person that you were. Think of how your nature to love and like. Do you think that shit is rare, ladies and gentlemen? They're not just going to come across someone that's like you. They're not going to come across someone that had their back the way you had it. They're not going to come across someone that... See, this is the reason why, ladies and gentlemen, that narcissistic type people try their hardest to damage you upon leaving you. Because in reality, they don't want no one else to have you. They know how good you is. They know everything that you brought to the table, even though they didn't acknowledge it. They knew. And to see someone else having something that they threw away, that makes them furious, ladies and gentlemen. That's why when you move on and you're minding your own business, doing your own thing in life, and sometimes you'll hear people come up and say, the narcissist said this, the narcissist said that, the narc did this, the narc did that. Months from then, the narc did this, the narc did that. Years from then, the narc did, and you like, well, damn, I haven't heard from this person in like 3 years. Why is my name still in their mouth? Ladies and gentlemen, they'll never find another name like you. So they have to continuously throw you out there. You know why? Because you really were something that mattered in their life. But shit, you moved on. They weren't in nothing that mattered. At first, because you thought like, everything was cool and copacetic and it was a 50-50 relationship and everything was going fine, that, okay, you know what I'm saying? They're like the best thing. But as soon as you cut them off, child, please. It's rare, ladies and gentlemen. People just ain't nice no more in the world. They evil as hell. And to have that positive energy, child, coming across that shit is like a needle in a haystack. Running across that shit is like the eighth wonder of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, it's something that they will never ever. A lot of these narcs, ladies and gentlemen, no matter who they try to go and manipulate and stuff, they never will find anyone like you. We have to come into an understanding with that and realization. We're gonna jump into this. There will be many people that cannot see the narcissist. Okay, this is the reason why you guys are here, because you guys have the ability to see with your spiritual eyes what the hell is going on and to see through the foolery. Do you know there are so many narcissists that are in families that don't know who the hell they are? The narcissist family do not know who they are. So going and trying to vent to them, it's not going to serve you well, ladies and gentlemen. So when they're telling you, oh my gosh, that's your family member, and all this and that, you should not. Well, I don't know. Now remember, that's your mom. Remember, that's your dad. Now, you mean to tell me you gonna cut off contact with them? Ladies and gentlemen, these people can't see past their own existence, okay? And I'm not talking about the narcissist, but I'm talking about the people that surrounds the narcissist, okay? They're just so down to earth and don't realize like demons exist and demons are in the people. And this is the reason the encounter that you're having with this particular person is a narcissist. They don't even realize that a lot of them are just blinded, ladies and gentlemen. Their eyes are closed. The veil has not been lifted and they're just drifting. Just drifting. And you're telling them like you guys are sea turtles in the ocean. There's a shark. There's a shark. No, it's not. No, it's not. And they're just drifting. Drifting, drifting. They see a big sea turtle. You see a great white shark and you're running in the opposite direction. And they looking at you puzzled like, well, why are you running? This person, what are you talking about? Look, they're like this. They're like this. They could be standing right next to the great white shark. I'm sorry, floating right next to the great white shark. And they're looking at you telling you, is this who you were talking about? This ain't a great white shark. And through their vision, they see a goddamn sea turtle. And you're looking like, this bitch is going to eat us. You get what I'm saying? You just can't. You can't. You try so hard to get it to them, but they don't understand, ladies and gentlemen. You have a unique gift. You can see the narcissist. They can. You don't have to waste your breath trying to explain this and that. But also sometimes it is good to inform a person before they even encounter the narcissist. This way you always come out victorious in breaking down and describing the narcissist to them. And they have a better understanding before the demon even come their way. You get what I'm saying? When people are more likely to listen to you when you're able to get to a person first. Okay? And let me tell you something. When you get to a person first, and you're like, and they don't listen, that's how you know something up with them. That's how you know they toxic and they part of the whole narcissistic abuse thing and shit like that. Because when you're talking to a person that don't know a person cat from bat and you're telling them all this about this person and all that about that person, you know, for example, the narcissist might have got to all your family members, but there's one particular family member that don't really know too much about the narcissist. They know that you're in a relationship with the narcissist and you go to them to have a conversation with them. Look, is this, is that, is this, is that, is that, is that, is this. And that family member resonates with you and like, okay, I don't want to have nothing to do with them because I believe what you're saying because you are my flesh and blood. That's a healthy person. But when you find them like, you done told them all this stuff about the narcissist, and now they're hanging around the narcissist, going out to eat, making phone calls, done added them on social media. Ladies and gentlemen, run for the hills, because let me tell you something, that family member is toxic. See, it be so much going on with the narcissist doing all these manipulations, and you're the only one screaming to the top of your lungs, hey, this person's trying to kill me. Da-da-da-da. You're running like something in a horror movie and tripping and shit, about to get sliced up, and you're telling the people that behind you of what this person is. And like I told you guys, like the movie Texas Chainsaw Massacre, when she ran into the trailer, she was trying to tell them to the top of her lungs that there's something going on. And you seen how quiet and peaceful they were sitting? Oh, come here, relax. It's going to be okay. You have to watch people like that, ladies and gentlemen. You have to watch them. What I've learned about life, ladies and gentlemen, is, and this is another thing I wanted to tell you guys. Everything that you're experiencing in the inside of you, which is like your moods and how people's reactions make you react, you don't have to tell or show the world. You don't have to. You can keep everything in the inside. I've learned how to master that shit. Actually, within the last few days, I've been mastering it. Whether there was, like, actually, there was a spirit of jealousy that Satan tried to bring inside of me. He hates trying to use jealousy on me because he knows that I'm not going to allow it. So he brought the spirit of jealousy. It was something that somebody did or something somebody had, or it was something. And it was the spirit, I knew it was the spirit of jealousy because all of a sudden I started feeling jealous, right? Let me tell y'all, the first thing that came to my mind was, nope, this is the spirit. This is the spirit from him. This is of Satan. This is not of God. I'm not entertaining this. And all I kept doing was trying to redirect my thoughts to positivity, right? Do you know all of a sudden the devil slipped in anxiety in my mind? I'm going to tell you why. He slipped in anxiety, and how he did it was because I kept trying to stop thinking of that thought. And then there was fear because the thought kept coming back. And every time the fear would come, I would get more fear because I'm experiencing fear from thinking the thought. And I'm like, oh, if I can get that thought away from me, I'm not going to experience fear. And then there's fear that what if I don't get that thought away from me? And it's a chain reaction, and it brings on a cycle of anxiety. So I went stressing because I was like, I'd rather experience this anxiety than experience jealousy. And ladies and gentlemen, when I tell you, this is no lie. Because see, anxiety only lasts this long. So as time went on, a day or two or three, all of a sudden, this anxiety starts going away. And the spirit of jealousy left along with it. I won. And let me tell you something. Let me tell you something too. Also, when it comes down to it, you guys got to understand, when it boils down to it, and you know what I said to myself? I also remind myself, this is what narcissists experience 24/7. I could not entertain this spirit. I could never feed into this spirit, ladies and gentlemen. And let me tell you something. How you get overcome anxiety is you're going to have a lot of fears of the future, of whatever event it is or whatever situation. And you're like, when this occurred, like, how am I going to be? I just want everything to be okay. And you just get anxiety like that. But as the situation is occurring and you're thinking in your head, like, I just want everything to be okay. I want everything to be okay. By the time it's all over with, you realize, hey, that wasn't so bad. Everything was just fine. That's when the anxiety starts to leave, ladies and gentlemen. Because your mind is like, oh, you can rest now because there's nothing going on. See, you were just overthinking the whole thing. Ladies and gentlemen, we cannot allow the devil to continue to try to come into our minds and manipulate our thoughts. Okay? See, the narcissist is just an open. They don't have a filter, okay? We filter out the good and the bad. They're just an open gateway for the devil to come in and demons to possess them and make them think all these evil thoughts. They just welcome it in. They don't try to fight it because they don't want to. That is the part of narcissism that I don't like. Because it leaves people puzzled. Well, they don't know they're narcissists. Yes, they do. Trust me, I'm telling you guys, I know. I've witnessed their mannerisms with things they've done and watched their sinister little smirks and smiles. But the narcissists know that the only way that they can really get to you is there have to be within reason. I mean, not within reason. I'm sorry. They're not the type of people to reason. It has to be within. It has to be something that you literally do to yourself You see what I'm saying? You have to allow them in. If you allow that in, then that's what happened. See, the narcissist gets upset because when everything is going regularly through everyday life like normal, and there's nothing that has been, a narcissist can hate you all day, every day. But if they're trying to get you fired from your job, they can't get you fired if everybody likes you. If you're always doing your job the right way. Because see, what happens is it leaves them to be questioned. Well, everybody likes this particular person. Why you don't? And that's the last thing the narcissist wants to do is be revealed. That's the last thing they want to be, is be unmasked. And people be able to see the darkness that's within, ladies and gentlemen. This is the reason why they hide so stealthily, ladies and gentlemen. Because it's like, even if in the midst of everything, it's like, I'm going to hate you. But I'm going to hate you from a distance. Because I know if I come up close and just punch you in your face, I'm going to be the bad guy. And the narcissist hates to be the bad guy, even though they are the bad guy. So, I just wanted to give you guys some food for thought this morning. I want to tell you guys, I appreciate my new subscribers. I have a lot of new content coming for you guys. Today is my last day at work, and then I'm off for like 5 days. So I have a lot of new content that I want to present to you guys, new music. I want to juice up my TikTok. I want to juice up, just different things. Also, you guys, I'm on Bigo. I plan on bringing the teachings of narcissism to Bigo. Now, mind you, there's a lot of narcissists on Bigo. I mean, you should see how many people just say this and say that about you real quick and then run for the hills. Let me tell you, it's like on Bigo, how people talk about you in the real world. On Bigo, it gives the chance. See, it's different when they're on Facebook and saying this and saying that. But when you're in a chat with someone, they're able to spit out. What it is it's a lot of witchcraft going on over there. Okay, because they're able to spew out this toxicity and talk about you. And the first thing they go for, ladies and gentlemen, is looks. You look like this. You look like that. You talk like this. You talk like that. Look at this. Look at that. Off of an image that they see through a cell phone. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, are you guys following me? Are you guys woken up? Y'all better wake up, okay? These people sit on this app and they say this and they say that and they say this and they say that. But you, of course, quite naturally, you're going to want to respond, right? It's as if these demonic spirits and devils know what witchcraft do. Because see, if somebody's saying something about you and they automatically disappear real quick, they'll flip their screen real quick and connect to somebody else after they say what they want to say. Like, for example, you ugly. Click, going on to the next. You fat. Click, going on to the next. You this. Click, going on to the next. The reason why they go on to the next, because they can dish it out, but they can't take it. Reminds you of someone, right? Of a certain type of people, don't it? Narcissists. That's what they do. They dish it out, but they can't take it. So these people spew out what they're going to say, and then as soon as they see you try to light up, get ready to go ham on, they hurry up and move on to the next. But see, me, I've been so powerful is because I try not to feed into it, ladies and gentlemen. I just click on to the next person that have positivity that's trying to put that out into the world. But when it just so happened that I'm connected with someone and they're saying something about me or talking about this and that, there's been times that I've been able to lure them in. Smart, right? Yeah. Like saying, oh, so you said that you don't like my dreads and they ugly? Well, why you feel like that? Oh, well, my thing about it is, see, I'm smart with it. I don't get them to run away real quick. I don't deal with them really, to be honest with you. But in this scenario, we're going to talk about how I do deal with them when I have to deal with them. I really don't have to, but, just saying that I want to deal with them because I want to get them back. So I'll be like, oh, you feel like that about my dreads? I was like, yeah. Well, yo, who twisted your ugly ass dreads? Well, I had twisted them myself. But, hey, I just wanted to say one thing, like just one thing. Like nothing big, just one thing. Because, like, I twist my own dreads, but I I want to tell you something about them, or just talk to just keep them on the line. Like I said, if somebody call your job with a bomb threat, what you gonna do? You gonna just hang up? Hell no, we gonna get much information out of them as possible. Cause when we get the authorities on their goddamn ass, it's gonna be a wrap. So then, when they allow me time to say what I want to say, then I can let it out. But I just want to say, like, you're a toxic ass bitch. And that's why you're on here talking about people, because you feel bad about yourself. When I tell you it shuts a bitch down. Because see, we're not talking about this and that. We're talking about reality. What's really going on, ladies and gentlemen. And sometimes I might even say something or two about them physically. But let me tell y'all something. That's what I don't like. I don't like to do that. I don't like to put people down. So I had to find a solution to this problem when I first started getting on this app. I said, you know what? When I sense that somebody's about to say something negative, just move on to the next. Ladies and gentlemen, I always tell you guys that life is about choices, okay? It's our choice to listen to bullshit or not, okay? I have like buttons here and a few buttons to get your ass off my screen. I can X. I can match with someone else. I can turn the music up loud. Ladies and gentlemen, a lot of times we allow this bullshit into our life. And I hate to use profanity, but it's the truth. We don't have to. We have choices. We have options. There's options. For those of you that are still with narcissists, you have an option. A lot of you guys don't want to leave them because you're so afraid. Like, I depend on them, but they pay this, they pay. Man, go through hell to get to heaven. Okay, go through hell to get to heaven. Because I'm telling you, the grass gonna be so much greener on the other side. You might have to tread through murky and mud and but I'm telling you, once you get across that fence, because you're gonna get across it because you've already cut off that shit. It's gonna be so much better for you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your boy Avius, and I'm going to sign out. I will see you guys in the days to come, and you guys have a wonderful morning. Bye-bye.